What are you doing?
Hmm?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Introducing Jake Johnson, Ross Johnson, and Jacob Weber. This is The Reach Around.
Woo! Everyone's awake now. Everyone's fucking awake now. Guys, it's another episode of the Reach Around podcast. How's everyone's week been?
Just trucking along.
Trucking along. Great.
Just hanging around.
Just hanging around. Fantastic. The most boring guys ever. And just to be clear, I can't be calling them out for it because I've been sitting on my ass for weeks now.
That's
Unable to get a job for other reasons. Waiting to move. We'll see. Anyway, enough about me and my fucking failing life.
Oh my.
Guys,
Whoa!
Hey.
I know, we're just playing around.
You're not
Everyone's
failing.
having fun. Everyone's having fun.
Podcasting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, guys, a lot of shit went down this week. There's a lot of things.
Like diarrhea shit or like stuff shit.
Hey, whoa.
A little bit of both. I mean,
Safe word, safe word, safe word.
bro, so just because I just saw this during dinner time, it broke on Twitter, so I wanted to randomly start with this because it's kind of insane. Guys, the Colombian government just found 4 kids that were involved with a plane crash on May 1st, and they found them today alive.
Jesus.
4 kids.
Wow.
13, 9, 4, and a baby.
How'd they
And other
survive?
than-
What'd they eat?
See, that we don't have enough information yet, but when I was looking into it, they said outside of some dehydration, they were mostly fine. So I mean, yeah, I don't know.
That's
because
wild.
they found them in the Colombian Amazon forest area of that country. So it's
Dude, That reminds me of that Andes mountains plane crash. The one I sent you guys where they
Yeah.
they cannibalized themselves and they started eating dead bodies to
Yeah,
stay
so-
alive. Dude,
so
they lasted
those-
70 days.
yeah. Except those guys were up in the mountains, and they were screwed. Of
Yeah.
course, the Amazon's not much better. If I'm 13 and I'm sitting there with 2 other kids that were 4 and a baby, we're like, all right, who's getting fucking eaten first? So the question,
But
I have
going
for
back
you
to that
guys-
Andes thing, if you ever look
Yes.
up the Andes mountain plane crash, there's a picture of him sitting outside the plane, and there's a spine that's been eaten that's laying on the ground in that picture. It's really wild. You have to look it up.
God,
It's crazy.
Allison likes to watch that show Yellow Jackets. I think it's on HBO, but it's about a plane crash and a bunch of girls that have to eat somebody. Yeah. So what
Last
would
time I
kill you
watched a
guys?
plane with a bunch of girls, well,
What?
the last time I watched a plane full of a bunch of girls in zero gravity,
Oh. So. God. So, if it was us that crash landed in Colombian Amazon forest, what is going to kill you guys first? Because we're not lasting a month. I don't know what those kids did, but I know myself. The second I don't have a cold Diet Pepsi, dude, I'm fucking. I'm
When we were
pissed.
kids, well, I would
Oh,
be dead.
man.
Right now, I
Yeah.
think be fine, but kids, we dead, bro.
What, you
I
said
don't know
May
how they did
1st,
it.
so a month?
Yeah, a month and some
You'll be
change.
fine. As long as you find some water, you good.
In the Amazon rainforest, bro. There's no fresh water there. At least I don't think so.
You should be able to start a fire though and like burn some, right? Boil some.
God, that 13-year-old kid had to like really take charge. I imagine. I mean, maybe they just sat there this whole fucking time. I don't know.
I'm sure they have better survival skills than us Americans
Yeah.
that are living in our air-conditioned homes right now at a crisp 64 degrees.
Yeah. Now you turn up that AC or the heat too much, and Papa's not going to show up.
What is the ideal temperature while we're on this subject? AC in the summer.
My AC at night is set at 63.
Jesus Christ, man.
Dungeon, bro. Dungeon.
You need to just move to Alaska at that point.
South Canada.
South Canada.
Hey,
Hey, shout out our friends
Over up in Wisconsin.
over up in Wisconsin way.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Marge. Jake, what's your ideal temp?
yeah, that'd be perfect, bro. But shit, man, we just got that money out here, man. So my shit says 69, man. Your mom's favorite number, so.
You mean your aunt?
No, I'm just saying in general. Not my aunt, man. Jesus. Sweet home Alabama. Nah. Yeah, 63 would be perfect, but at night I turn mine down to 68 and it's absolutely med.
That was loud. Dude, are you like pissing at the desk? That's what it sounds
Dude, that's such a majestic sound. Hey,
was
chat,
pretty
clip
good.
that. Yo, chat, clip that shit right now. Let's go, chat. Come on.
Mark,
like. Chat. Sorry, guys. I'm a little. I think I don't know what the hell it is. I think the either the Canadian smoke from all the fires up there. Or I don't know if allergies are just going insane right now, but I have a little bit of a cough.
No, dive more into that, man, because for about probably almost just under 2 weeks now, I've had like I don't feel sick, I don't feel tired, my throat doesn't hurt, I have like mucus, like right here, like, just,
Yeah.
it's just
I don't have a
mucus.
sore
It's just
throat.
like- yeah.
There's a little.
Have you guys had
there's
that
a
same
little
thing?
bit of.
yeah, there was like an air quality alert of some sort going on. I don't know if that's from
Yeah.
Canada or what, but
Well, I didn't even write about it, but while we're on that subject, whatever's happening in Canada is nuts, because all of a sudden, during like a nice day, all like the entire, a huge portion of Quebec just like
Yeah.
goes up in flames, and I think British Columbia, out of
Sad,
nowhere,
man.
and all of that smoke is flooding across the northeast of the United States.
yeah, conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully all of our Canadian listeners are doing okay. Everyone's good. Your family's good, man. It sucks, But
Yeah,
it is
those-
crazy to see like how New York City, like 'cause you have all
Yes.
the other pictures, but it's like how the wind travels. Like New York City, was just like looked like Gotham City out there, bro.
Well, yeah, it looked like a Mad Max scene, or like Blade Runner or
Dude,
some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was thinking about 2049.
Yeah, it looks just
Yeah.
like it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
dude.
uninhabited zone or whatever.
whatever those fuckheads up there are doing, dude, we need to take them over. It's time to invade Canada.
Bring back
Let's take it
imperialism.
back.
Bring back imperialism.
Hey,
At least in North America.
Yeah,
We'll start with Canada, and then we'll take Mexico.
I wouldn't mind. Hey, I'm sure some Canadians would be, thrilled to partner up. And
They're not going to do shit. They keep their fucking doors locked at night.
do they even are they allowed to have guns anymore? Or did they get the knife ban too?
No, but you're required to use pronouns.
I did see that.
man. We
Yep.
Moving on.
Yeah, so, fuck Canada. We needed to fucking destroy them. But,
hey, Canadians are nice. We love Canadians. Hey,
are they,
hey.
though? Are they? They speak French, so...
Beautiful country up there.
Yeah, sure it is.
Yeah, it
It's
is,
a cold wasteland, brother, and it's on fire. So
You would like it.
Yeah, just this
I
coming
probably
from the
would.
guy that's 63.
my kingdom, my kingdom. Ross, is it
Jacob.
that special time?
I think it is. I think it's that time. Shall we?
Do you have a drop ready for it? I didn't know if you
I
had
do.
that one. Okay,
I've got
cool.
the drop ready. Ready?
Yeah.
God. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. We'll see you later.
Ah. It's time. You already know what time it is.
Hell yeah!
It is conspiracy corner time.
We look like fucking Hershey's Kisses, man. So, absolutely nuts week in alien news.
Yeah,
While Jake is coughing silently.
just after your NASA board panel discussion that we talked about last week.
Look at these
Yeah.
schmucks right here.
Bro, so this week was a pretty insane UFO week, of course. So it started off with a whistleblower coming out that is an established guy working with, like, I think Air Force intelligence, basically going out and saying there are deeply secretive and compartmentalized companies that are, you know, basically black companies. They're off the books completely. And he is sick and tired of hearing about it because obviously it's not kept under the eye of Congress, which, you know, I guess you can make the argument you don't want everything watched over by Congress, but
Anything?
it was huge. Yeah. This guy went on camera and is a vetted dude. Had a lot of people come out and say, you know, we may not know that the UFO shit is real, but like that guy's like a straight shooter.
Yeah.
And on top of that whole thing, bro, it only escalated from there because we saw possibly aliens on the ground in Vegas. You guys
This
saw
week?
the video.
With body cam
It's-
footage.
Yeah, I mean, this was pretty nuts. So, I think it was like, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday or something. But basically, there's a video from a police cruiser, I believe, that shows like a little green light coming down from the ground. And shortly after that, there was a family in Vegas that heard a big noise, went outside, was like, what the hell is this? They said they saw a light, and then there was like a 10-foot tall like alien dude in the backyard. And it was like a gray on steroids, extremely tall, big eyes.
It reminds me of the scene from Signs, like when they're like, they have the video camera and they're like, "Vamonos, vamonos!" at the birthday party.
Yeah.
And you just see him like walk by.
Yeah, and you can almost barely see it. It was quite
Swing
interesting.
away, Gerald. Swing away,
Meryl.
Gerald.
It's Swing Away Meryl.
Meryl. That was Swing away, Meryl.
You know, I don't know, even if, like, let's just hypothetically say that video is 100% real. Even if it were, you're not going to convince a significant amount of people. What is it going to take in today's world? Because you have AI, you have all of the fake media, you have all this, like, Photoshop, you have all this shit out there. What will it take to actually, like, convince the majority of people that, you know, maybe they do exist? I feel like it's got to be first-hand account. I feel like we could maybe get one of the best videos ever in the next couple of years, and we still won't convince a significant amount of people because they'll still try and claim it's fake, and that's fine. You know, I get it. It's, you know, it's been tried to keep secret for ever since what, the 80s, and when was Roswell? Way back when, and
47.
I mean, well, Jesus. So, I mean, I just think that they've gotten really good at keeping it a secret, that it's almost like everything is a myth until proven otherwise. And in today's world, it's hard to prove what's real and what's not.
And everything is, you don't know what's real.
Yeah.
No matter whether it's politics or anything, right now it's just, you know, you can just call fake news on anything. So, I mean, the video from Vegas, the one in the backyard, I can't see shit. I mean, they're saying there's an alien back there. I can't see anything. But
the crash is what's more interesting. because
Yeah.
it's on a police body cam footage, and the guy on his body cam footage states that his partner saw something, right? Like with the crash, and then with like something in roaming the streets, and they didn't know any better. Obviously, it's dark, and but the fact that you have someone in law enforcement trying to, with body cam footage as proof of something crashing nearby, and then a partner saying they saw something is interesting to say the least.
It was enough that they took it seriously and did like a small investigation. Was just like they had to stop cars driving by, being like, "Hey, I know this is weird, but did you see like something falling out of the sky or like something
Yeah.
running on roofs?" Like,
Yeah, we've gotten reports, and
yeah,
and they're like all confirming it. Yeah, it was super weird. It's like it's one of those things where with the whistleblower, I mean, I saw like the funny things, like you could put whistleblower before anything nowadays and people will believe it. Like, yeah, fair. We're in a day of where anything's believable, but there were people that were legitimate people that rely on like facts and true sources that came out and were like, this whistleblower is a big deal, like what he says, what he's releasing is important. And it was probably 50-50 in terms of who was on one side versus the other in my mind.
Yeah.
Otherwise, here it's more like 66-33. I mean, I think who the two that believed it are, and the one that didn't is.
Hey, come on now.
what?
I'm just giving you a hard time.
The video from the cop car or whatever. What's weird is you would think if it was a meteor that blows up in the sky and a meteorite hits ground.
I didn't know there was a
I think meteorite.
I thought like a meteor was outside of the
if
atmosphere, and a meteorite was when it hit.
No.
What killed the dinosaurs?
No, one of them.
A meteor.
Meteor.
Hey,
Meteorite, I think,
remember-
blows up in the sky.
All right,
remember
hold on.
Littlefoot, man? Remember Littlefoot?
Littlefoot, bro, that was the shit.
All
right.
The land before time, bro.
Yeah.
Meteoroids enter Earth's atmosphere at high speed and burn up, or shooting stars are called meteors. A meteoroid survives a trip through the atmosphere and hits the ground. It's called a meteorite.
Yeah.
So one that
those
burns up is a
things-
meteor, and yeah.
Yeah, so when they come in, they're usually going pretty fast, and they light up the skies. Especially ones that, in that video, that you would think be that big. And, it doesn't help that in this video, whatever's falling from the ground is green. So, I mean, that could indicate that it was a meteoroid that was nickel or copper, I believe.
I was going to say, I think the green it's magnesium. I was going to look at the metals and what they mean. So, green is magnesium, sodium is orange, purple is calcium, iron is yellow, and nitrogen is red.
When they hit
Based
the
on-
atmosphere or what?
Well, yeah, when they burn through the atmosphere, if it's green, it's magnesium based.
But if it was magnesium, wouldn't it blow up anyway?
I'm not a scientist, but
Well, I'm pretty
Does
sure.
that fuel melt steel beams or what?
I'm pretty sure if copper and nickel get hot enough. Ew. Gross. So yeah, insane week of UFO shit, and I know we've been pretty on this topic for the last few weeks, but it really was a pretty big deal that consumed social media and really starting to get at least the American public desensitized to the topic,
UFO
Jake-
which I
Twitter.
think could be a
UFO
part of the
Twitter.
plan.
Jake,
Yes.
after this week, have your thoughts changed? Number one, and number two, what would it take for you to believe that something is real? Would you have to see it firsthand, or clear cut video would suffice?
I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I've always been saying, what have I been saying? It's I see it to believe it type of thing.
See it to
It's
believe it, yeah.
see evidence.
Fake,
That one-
not real, whatever. Yeah.
I mean,
sorry,
all
keep
these
going.
fucking videos you're talking. we live in a days and age where everyone's like, oh shit, let me post this to Snapchat, let me post this to TikTok. And you're telling me in Las Vegas, of all places, they didn't have their phones. Everyone heard a crash. Oh wow, let's black out these.
Dude,
let's
that
black
Ring
out
video-
these cameras. Let's black
That
out
Ring
these
video
cameras.
was. You could hear that Ring video though. That sounded.
And
wild.
where the news put the map, there's houses for days, brother. For days on the GPS. It's like, okay, no one's gonna see somebody just or hearing somebody just walking around. Is this alien just float on clouds? You know what I'm saying? Like,
We don't know.
what-
Yeah, but
that's what I'm
here's
saying.
the thing: something did happen.
Where's
Something
the evidence?
did fall.
There was not a thing. Nothing was on the U.S. radar. Nothing was on the radar in Las Vegas or anything, man. Like,
Well, I mean, I feel like something that small, most meteorites are not on radar. That's why we don't know where they land or where they go.
but multiple people saw the same thing. Everyone saw the same thing. That dude's
Yeah,
home
cops
run.
did.
That rookie for the Cincinnati Reds. I forget his name right now. He's doing very good. He just
Yeah.
got called up this week.
He's a stud.
His home run was picked up. The baseball, this fucking big, was picked up by the Cincinnati International Airport's radar.
Well, I'm sure
The
if you know where
spaceship
to
is
look,
not picked up. Make
If
it
you
make
know-
sense.
if you know where to look, a home run, you know the exact spot of where to look and where it was.
Why is an international airport looking
Rape,
for fucking
international
baseball?
rape.
International airport looking for baseballs. Come on, man.
Who's
Do you
to
know
say
how
it was
radar
a
systems
baseball?
work?
What?
Do you know how radar systems work?
Yeah, they see something of significant size in wherever the radar tower is.
No.
Well, how do they
I
work?
can't
You fucking
explain
rocket
it.
scientist with your fucking aluminum.
No,
hat
that's
on.
not right, but I can't explain it.
Yeah, explain it to me. Let's go. Hey,
Go
look,
ahead.
here's you right here. That's you. Make it make sense. Come on, how's the radar system work? So how does an airport pick up a baseball and an airport in a bigger city doesn't pick up a freaking thing from
They
outer
do
space?
all the time, Jake. That is the info that like the.
But how does it
panel,
not pick up
Stop!
something that
Stop
comes from-
interrupting! Stop interrupting! Listen, the fucking guys at Arrow that are investigating this shit, they are going out and getting these like weird radar signatures, but radar operators, if they go to their superiors in the government or whoever, and they're like, we're seeing UFOs, you know what happens to them? They lose their job. Or they can try to report it and just see what happens. So it's not like for years it's been acceptable for radar people, commercial pilots, people in the military. What's the incentive for them to go out and say, oh, I saw some crazy shit, but like no one else did?
I can do this all day.
Sure you can.
So you're telling me that guy in the Cincinnati airport lost his job for reporting a baseball picking up on the radar?
No.
Oh, but you're right. Some guy who saw something, which Twitter, we live in a day and age, like I said earlier, everyone's like this. Everyone has to be the first. Everyone has to report this news, that news, whatever it is. We want the likes. We want everything. We're all addicted, right? So it's like, okay, so this guy ain't going to get paid millions of dollars for doing something on social media. He's going to worry about his
Didn't that
airport tower
Columbia
job.
model catch a UFO flying by? Like not even
Yep.
a month ago?
Yep.
Well, send me that video. I don't have a bottle of
Alright, you've
Jergens and
seen it.
Kleenexes by my table jerking off to aliens every night like you do, so I'm sorry. So, if
Well,
Maybe
I
you're into
come
that
with
stuff.
information. I come with information, and you just sit there and say, "Oh, that's not fucking real. There's no way. Everyone has phones."
ladies and gentlemen, he said he comes with information.
Yes. I have to write things down. I have
Speaking
to
of
go
information-
through all this bullshit.
Speaking
What?
of information, Jacob,
What do you got? What?
Do you have something to tell us? We're going to a new segment presented by Yeti. This is called Jacob's Jokes.
Oh, right.
Jacob's Jokes.
No, that's
We
definitely
are
not
here.
the segment. There's
We
not,
are here.
I don't see that in any of my notes.
We are here
Yeah,
for
this
you,
thing's getting
Jacob.
fucking hot, dude. Jesus. They're just keeping in all the fucking...
Hey.
Ugh!
Hey, can you guys go both live stream that, put that in your microwave right now?
Not my microwave.
Jake,
No,
what's the new
Jacob's
segment?
Jokes,
Let's go.
Yeah, we got Jacob's Jokes. We are here. Ross and I and our friends are your number one supporters. We will be there.
That's not how stand-up works. I'm not doing that.
Jacob Weber is on his path to becoming a stand-up comedian,
Yes,
and
he
not
is.
one of his best friends has heard his stand-up, nor will he tell us a joke.
Good. I hope no
Please.
one that I fucking know sees it. I hope the masses do.
Jacob's Jokes.
Jacob's Jokes.
That's a
You
really
got me,
great-
motherfucker. I got you back.
I need a
Yeah.
Yeah. Ew.
Hey, wait, Jacob.
What?
Yo, can we both give a shout out to our boy Ross for being loyal as fuck to both of us, not telling each other, man? Let's go, man.
joke. I got both you guys.
Fuck you, Ross. You're in for a
I'm coming. I
surprise.
know it's coming for me next week.
Nah, but anyways, Jacob, we love you. We're here for you.
Why are you... like, what is this?
I want to hear a joke.
This is Jacob's
No.
Jokes, man.
I need
On
a
the
joke.
reach around. Come on.
Go see live stand-up.
I want
Jake,
your
so-
live stand-up. We're live.
One of our best friends for 17 years has been doing stand up, and we just found out about it 3 days ago. And
During
he's
the
just been
dark
doing this
days...
stuff.
During the dark days of COVID, there was a lot of comics that were forced to do sets on Zoom for some fucking stupid reason. And people would sit and watch and not... I mean, what's the point? Why would I do it right here?
Because you need a platform. We are here for you, brother.
Hey guys,
I prefer my last topic.
well, I want to hear a joke, Jacob.
Oh, my light went out. That was perfect.
Whoa, lights off. Hey.
What do you guys call a gender-neutral person
Oh, here we
that
go.
is lactose intolerant? Non-binary.
See? Why would I do this? Why would I subject myself to something that it's taken me a lot of time and have
Jake,
to go
let's hear
risk?
one. Jake, find one. Let's hear it.
I don't have one. I'm
Well,
not. I'm
I
not
find
the
one.
jokester here.
Yeah, he
I
doesn't
just-
have anything.
Dang, man.
Fuck you, bro.
Yeah, that was deep.
I have a beautiful wife.
Fuck
and
you.
A lovely dog, man.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about in the podcast. Don't go back
I don't
to
have
throwing
anything.
them under the bus. Nice
Damn,
joke
bro.
segment.
This is on you. You're the stand-up comedian. Come
I
on.
never said
Tell
that.
your best friends. Tell your best friends.
Stop screaming into the mic. No one wants that.
Well, the people want a joke from the stand-up comedian. Let's
listen.
go.
I have an actual question for you, Jake. So,
Flip-flop.
if you're willing to believe in a non-physical existence like heaven, why are you so pent up on physical evidence from UFOs?
So, okay, good question. So you don't believe in an afterlife? You don't believe in a higher power?
I'm not saying that.
Well, you call.
I
me
would
out
like to
for believing
believe.
it's okay. So
I'm gonna get you a shirt that says the X Files I want to believe shirt. I think we need
That'd be
those.
perfect.
So you're calling me out for believing in something that has actual miracles every single day that you may not be able to explain, you can't see, and then
Sounds
true
like
to thought.
aliens.
So
But-
hold on. let me play devil's advocate here. Is it miracles, or is it the fact that we can't comprehend like the scientific like occurrence of such, or like the possibility of such an outcome?
Can you reword that?
So like,
Ross, you're too smart for us, man.
is it the fact that it's actually a miracle, or is it just like statistically relevant? Yeah. Or, like, and I'm playing devil's advocate here because I hear what you're saying. Like, I'm not trying to say like you're wrong. I'm just asking like, is it the fact that we don't know yet? We don't have the knowledge to comprehend, much like 50 years ago we didn't have the knowledge to comprehend what the hell an iPad or an iPhone was going to be. But we're here, like, humans evolve, we get smarter to an extent. So, like, is it that we just don't understand it yet, and so we call it a miracle? Or is it truly, like, yeah, it's unexplainable? Just food for thought. Just a thought.
I always liked
See how it feels?
when we were in... or at least when I was in Catholic school, we were going through confirmation. I always liked hearing the stories about how saints became, saints through the church or whatever. It's because they have to have so many, like, verified miracles, like, through the church, and have to have, like, a whole investigation for it. And I've looked up some, like, lists of... supposed miracles. And I always like those stories. I always thought they're really cool. Me personally, I think all this shit is connected and we don't understand how.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
are you just throwing away all your Catholic teachings, or like what? Like you just don't believe in Catholicism anymore,
practice.
or you not? Because
I like we talked about religion at one time. Like, I do believe in a higher power. I feel like the older I've gotten, it's hard to narrow it down to just one, right? Like, I think we've all kind of agreed on that. Like, it's something that I'm very open to, like, learning what other people believe and trying to piece it together for myself, because, like, I think that it's kind of naive to think that one religion is the right religion, you know what I mean? Like, they all spawned out of something, but all with a common theme of some sort of higher power. Each one has its own belief systems, like Scientology's bullshit, but like the rest, like, I mean, they all have a common theme, right, of some sort of higher power. They all believe something a little bit different. They all have their own prophets of such, but, like, is that maybe just a story based on each individual or each religion's I saw that.
I forgot to take it.
Like, each religion's, like, history. I don't know. So, like, I would say, like, I don't necessarily practice strictly Catholicism, but I would like to think that, like, there is some sort of higher power. It seems kind of terrible to think that once we die, we're done. Like, there's nothing there. It's just blackness, cease to exist. I feel like that's kind of sucks.
I'd like to go to heaven. I just don't. I don't fucking know.
yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows, because nobody here is gonna be the judgment maker, right? Like, to me, it's to spread positivity and love throughout the world. And, I'm not the one judging you at the end of the day. I'm just going to live my life. I'm not going to have my opinion on you or you. And it's like, hey, man, I'm just trying to hear spread smiles. Maybe spread some cheeks every once in a while, but... no, but...
I feel like people who, like, generally try to be good, morally good people are doing the right thing. Like, I don't think that's, a bad thing necessarily because you don't observe Mass every Sunday. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there are good people out there that don't necessarily do that make the world truly a better place. You know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily think that makes you, like, a terrible person or, like, a, someone who's going to help. Does that make sense? Like, if you don't go to church, but you've impacted the world in such a positive way, are you really, are you really going to hell for that? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the church isn't a place.
Yeah, like
it's the
I feel like
Asgard, right? Asgard's not a place.
it's-
It's the people.
It's
But
the community that puts all the people together for each other. I don't like.
for a
Yeah.
common goal of good, right?
My problem with Catholicism is obviously the fucking issue of like taking priests that touch kids and then all they do is just fucking move them around all over the world. Once they get in trouble, boom, they're gone off to some other place. Guess what, everybody? We got a new priest. These are facts.
yeah, but then that also goes the same thing. It's like, okay, well, let's let 5 or 6 Catholic churches dictate the entire Catholic religion. Just like let's let one Democratic governor or one Republican governor dictate. Oh wow, Donald Trump, he said one bad thing. Every white American male is racist. Is this? It's like, why are we letting one thing dictate the majority?
Yeah. Well, and I also feel like some of the pastors that do it for money, like the ones that have private billionaires, like they have private jets and shit like that. Like,
Hell got one.
I don't know.
Pat Robertson, fuck you, bro. Dude, fuck that old
Like
guy.
Joel Osteen, like didn't want to provide shelter
Yeah.
for like what was it, hurricane victims?
Yeah, and it was fucking hurricane, whatever the big one that hit South Texas.
Yeah.
Hurricane Harvey.
And how much is his church? His
Yeah.
church could have held a significant number. Like isn't that
But
what
again-
a church is for? Like isn't that
But
like
again,
some?
you're singling out one thing.
I know, like I'm not
where was-
trying to say the whole thing is flawed. I'm just pointing out like there are flaws in
No
the
one
system
was
to
staying
an
in the
extent.
Walmarts. No one was staying in the Targets. No one was staying in the freaking whatever other stores. You're signaling out something to make yourself feel better, right? Obviously, yes, he's a higher power.
He's a higher power.
Big virtual, not him. He's a higher
He thinks he is.
point of view. Yeah. I
Listen,
would agree with that guy, but
religion, I think, keeps people on like the morally right path, and I think that's great. I just think that a lot of times human greed and like perversion gets in the way for a lot of these dudes that, I mean, when you're standing up there where the fucking Houston Rockets used to play basketball and that's now your church, and you're just taking in all the glory of God. I mean, that dude has to feel like a prophet. And Pat Robertson, that dude was just fucking nuts.
Do you think they maybe start in the right belief and then they grow to such a
Ryan.
point where they become?
look at that face. Look at that face.
I'm not trying to get a picture. That's a terrible face.
Yeah, get a pic. Get a pic. Get a pic.
Oh,
get
yeah.
A pic.
I froze.
Ladies and gentlemen, we lost him.
I'm here.
We got it.
You hear me?
Jacob, text him and tell him to leave and then come back in. We got it. But yeah, that Pat Robertson, he was a pastor,
Yeah,
right?
Baptist dude.
Yeah. Okay, man. Yeah, it's just like we said. You just preach positivity, spread love. At the end of the day.
You know I'm just fucking with you, right?
No, I know.
All right.
I know, man. And it's just, but this is good topic.
Well, I like
It's
to
good.
keep things, fucking a little real.
And we got a couple voicemails and a couple emails from our listeners. So we appreciate it. Once Mr. Ross Johnson gets back, we will dive into that.
I assume he can get back into this, right?
Yeah, he will. He's yeah. If not, we'll just.
He's a big enough nerd. He should figure it out. I'm gonna send him. We might have to edit some of this out.
But we got it, man. We're here. Just give us. We need everyone to, like, subscribe, what everyone's saying. But we do, as a team, we got to do better at posting content. Editing shit. And posting out there so we can reach a bigger audience. But shout out to everyone that's been here since day one, putting up with these shitty podcasts that we have.
Shitty internet.
And we appreciate it. Yeah.
Brother, I know those problems.
Are you guys getting storms? We were supposed to get some storms tonight, but they all went north, and now they're well, there's a 60% chance that's gonna hit in whatever hours. And like, dude.
Yeah, it actually looks like we're supposed to get some here coming up soon, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ross said his internet went out.
That's all right. Well, what we got? What else you got? We can.
Here, I'm just seeing real quick. Is it kind of coming back on?
Yo, that was
Oh, there
cool.
he
You guys
is.
put on those hats, man. I had no idea about it.
It was
That's
off
sick.
the
It's good
wall.
shit.
You know, we got to fucking.
I
We're just
know.
trying to keep things interesting.
Yeah, took me for a curveball. So shout out. good job.
Ross is back. Hi, Ross.
Well, hi. Did it save our video? I
It's
hope.
still recording on my
Yeah,
end.
we're still live. We're still moving. We're still
All right.
moving.
All
Watch,
right.
we'll do this whole thing, and then it's going to say
Yep.
file corrupted. Knock on wood.
That's
I
all
may
right.
be so fucking pissed.
All right, guys.
Yeah. Do we have some voicemails or emails from our listeners? Oh, Jacob.
Yeah,
sorry.
no.
You got it.
Here, let's go back to that because we need to make sure those get taken care of. Obviously.
Yeah. All right. My
Yeah.
bad.
All right. Do you want me to read
Ross, Yeah. Do you have?
the email?
Is it just one or?
All right.
We had a couple
Was it?
emails, right?
There's 2 questions.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
there's 3 questions. So I'll start with the easy one, the first one. Fuck, marry, kill Casey Anthony, Hillary Clinton, and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Fuck.
Who's that?
Ghislaine
one?
Maxwell is the Epstein
Jelaine.
guy.
And
she- honestly, she's kinda hot.
Right.
She's an evil bitch. Well,
I-
we have to say this. Did you guys see the picture of Casey Anthony as she was at Disney World or whatever?
I haven't
Yeah.
seen her in like 10 years. Whenever she was in trial.
Bruh. She's
Yeah.
thick, bro. I mean,
Fayette.
she probably
Big ass boy.
dude.
Hello, big ass
Yeah, bro, dude.
boy. Heath.
They cheeked up on a Thursday
Anthony,
afternoon,
yeah.
hella ass. The sun is shining. I don't know. This is tough. So we have
Anthony.
Casey Anthony, Ghislaine Maxwell, and then Hillary Clinton. All right,
Yeah.
one of those is an easy choice. I'm
So
marrying.
I'm actually gonna marry.
Oh.
I'm marrying Hillary
Ooh.
because I feel like if you try to kill her, you're gonna end up dead. It's the
Yeah.
Clintons, bro.
Yeah. No.
And obviously Bill got away with a lot. Still married to her. You don't ever have to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a power.
But she's
couple.
got money.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. She's got money. She'll kill whoever
I
you
think
need.
I would marry Hillary Clinton.
It'd be terrible, but
I mean, I don't know. I guess it just depends on what rumors you like really subscribe to. I mean, I don't think that Hillary Clinton like bit a chick's face off at the pizza place in Philadelphia or whatever, like that crazy rumor.
or ate a baby.
Yeah, I don't think that's true. But I like money, so Hill Dog is probably gonna get married. I'm putting a ring on it.
Well, I feel like if you try and kill her, she will get to you first.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, they have successive.
Yeah,
deaths,
she definitely hit you with one of those comments where it's just like, I've done this before, like a lot. So
Yeah.
like, choose wisely. You know, I think
I would probably go ahead.
I could probably. Oh, wow, you just said that. I think marrying Hillary, I would probably fuck. Fuck, this is tough.
Careful.
You gotta say Casey. You gotta say
Dude, Casey,
Yeah, I probably
objectively
would.
speaking,
It sounds
if I saw
awful,
Casey Anthony
but-
walking down the street, I was like, God damn. And I'm pulling up the picture. Fuck you guys. You guys talk. Hold on.
I'm pulling
Yeah, I agree. We're marrying Marilyn, marrying
Marilyn.
Hillary because she's worth the most money. She's gonna die before me, hopefully. And then
That's a good point, too.
Casey's the youngest out of the bunch. So I'm trying to dust out any cobwebs or anything. So I'm banging her.
She's
and then,
37. Okay.
Giselle or Giselle, whatever her name is, you're dead. You're dead. Sorry about you, old bag, but you're gone. Woo!
Yeah, she's 61, bro.
Yeah, sorry about you. So I'm marrying Hillary. Oh my God, And then banging Casey Anthony.
Casey.
And then Giselle. Whatever her name is. Yeah, Maxwell. Bye.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same
But,
page.
I mean, we all are in agreement that we'd probably have to consummate the marriage at least once, right? I mean,
do we though?
Yo, pull up that lube from earlier. Where's
to
it at, bro?
get where I want to go, I'm willing to do anything. Dude, Hill Dog can show up, bruh.
What would you do for $1 billion?
What would I do for $1 billion?
Shit.
Anything that any of those people did.
Give me a more.
Yeah,
Damn,
I
bro.
would kill my daughter. I would kill all my political rivals. I would join sex trafficking. No.
Oh my
God. All that shit's terrible.
Ross, this is the last time we're seeing Jacob Weber. You're going to Epstein Island. We will see.
Yeah, I'm gonna be kicking back, brother.
Jacob's gonna miraculously fall and slip in the shower and like break a vertebrae tomorrow.
Wipe that sweat off your fucking face, Weber.
Yeah, it's still there.
All right, moving on. This is a question from one of our
Did
listeners.
you guys finish?
Yeah, we both said the same thing.
Okay.
We all agree.
All
We
right.
all agree.
All right, we're good.
All right, this listener says, I was listening to a podcast and this caller called in asking for some advice. Apparently her daughter's a popular kid and she just graduated from high school. They're doing a similar thing to what we did for our senior campout. The mom is afraid she's going to be put in a position where they're going to have to host it. Because her daughter's popular and she knows more kids will show up, she doesn't want to be responsible for providing alcohol and having underage drinking. Now the dad looks at it as it's better for them to drink at their place and have control over it. What do you think, and what would you do in this situation?
Ross, I don't have kids, so I'd like to hear your opinion first.
Kids are staying home. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I probably wouldn't want to host it. I
Sounds like a lot of
really wouldn't want to
liability.
do that. Yeah, I would maybe make sure up to that point that my kids are smart with whatever they decide. I mean, I feel like we were all pretty responsible to an extent with all of that, and we didn't do stupid shit, but I feel like if you prepare your kids enough for that situation, you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
that. But
I mean, I would like to say that I could trust.
I'll
the
be
kids.
honest though, I would rather my kids feel like comfortable, like they would be able to call me and be like, "Hey, we're drinking, I need a
Yeah.
ride." You know what? That's fine. You were honest with me, I'll come pick you up.
Yeah.
So I have a confession on here at the senior camp out. Not the senior camp out, one of the other camp outs that we were at. On some land of someone that we got busted on.
John?
Me and this other kid, who I'll keep his name secret. Our friends probably know. But when we saw like lights over the trees of like cops that had shown up, and we were the two sober ones, so we were like, you know, everyone's like, "Hey, you guys gotta go slow. You gotta go slow down the cops. We'll try and get everything cleaned up." And so we start like walking. We're like planning, like, okay, we're gonna say this. You know, we're gonna say it's just a bonfire. Blah blah blah. And like right then, we just get a light in our eyes. He's like, "What are you guys doing here?" And we're like, "Nothing." It's like, "Go." And I was like, "Okay." He's like, "You been drinking?" "No." "Go." "All right." We just walked and just left everybody there
So
to get busted.
Yeah,
That
Ross.
was
Team of
fucked
the
up.
year, Ross Johnson. Woo!
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up.
I have an experience like that from that exact same night. I don't even know if you guys knew about it, but so I was up top, like where all the cars parked on the gravel, because this property
Yeah.
is like way
Yeah.
off. You have to
Oh,
walk quite
yeah.
a bit. Yeah. So
I remember you were up there and we walked up.
yeah, because what happened was I go up there because I was probably being a pussy trying to follow some girl I couldn't get. I was talking to somebody. They had just got broken up with, and they were crying, and so I was just there to be fucking, shoulder to cry on or whatever. Out of nowhere, I didn't see
On the
these dudes
prowl.
Boom! Flashlight.
Swoop.
Flashlight. All of a sudden, what are you doing?
Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I didn't see them coming at all. I have no idea where their cars were parked. Bro, they were like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they fucking hit me with the light, and they're like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And she was like, "I'm sorry, I just broke up with my boyfriend." And then he goes, "Is this him?" Like, what if it was?
All you see is your head.
Is this guy bothering you?
Modoc.
I'm like, I was
All you
just,
see is Modoc over there. It's Weber.
yeah, the fucking head. Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to like be there for a friend or whatever, and all of a sudden these goddamn cops are just like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I was like, "Oh my god." I don't even know if I drank that night, but it was pretty nuts.
That'd be terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Those are some good times. To answer this person's question, though, I would think that I would make sure wherever they are going, they're smart about it, and that they have an open line. Open line to whatever they need from us. Like, don't do anything stupid to an extent. Like, obviously, have fun. Senior camp out, everyone knows what you guys are doing. Just like ours, everyone knew what we were doing, but everyone was smart about it, I feel like, and
We didn't do too
I
much
think
dumb
as
shit.
long as parents are like, no, I don't think our senior camp out was like that wild for us. I know when we were there, like we had like a baseball game the next morning.
I was
Like-
not there.
It was like state
That's what I
regionals or some
remember.
stupid shit like that.
Dude, Kenny waking
So.
up just like shivering in the lawn chair was something that I'll never forget. He had like frost on him, and he was just like, "Oh man, oh man, that was good."
Yeah, missed a good time.
Yes, yeah, senior
Yeah.
camp out.
All right, last one from the email line here was a really good question that I think we're probably going to end up talking the most about in terms of questions. All right. It says, can couples have friends of the opposite sex, and would you let them hang out with said friend?
Wait, you said couples?
Can couples have friends of the opposite sex? So, like, if you're in a relationship, can the person you're having a relationship with have a friend of the opposite sex and hang out with them on a regular basis?
It's tough.
I'm gonna say this. At this age, no. Like, why do you need to be friends with another man? Like, if we're couple friends, like, sure. Why though? Like, if like, you introduce me to your friend who's the same sex, and they've got another, a man that's, fun, and I hang out with him, like, that's fine. Like, that's couples friends, like, it was introduced via same sex or whatever, I just feel like when you are friends with someone of the other sex, like, we're all guys. We know what a guy's motive or intent is. It's not generally to be friends. You know what I mean? Like, there are those certain occasions, but I do feel like, given the opportunity, some guy would probably take it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just my opinion, but, like, even, like, if they were gay, I feel like it's toxic, but
Jake?
Yeah, man. So, what was the question again?
Can your wife have a friend?
can your spouse have friends of the opposite sex?
So,
Yeah.
can my significant
Can your wife
other-
have friends that are
Yes.
men
so,
and hang out with them?
Okay, so we can't assume how old the person was that was called or emailed this question to us, right? So, I don't know. It's a tough one, right? So, like in high school, you're friends kind of with everybody, hopefully.
Yeah, and that's fair.
Right? So, it's like, in high school relationships, some of them last, some of them don't last. I don't know. I'm not married to my high school sweetheart. I don't think any of us are. So, it's like, we were all friends with a lot of people,
Yeah.
It is. I think it just kind of depends on where you are at with your relationship, and your
I agree.
friends, obviously, right? So, but at the end of the day, it's how much do you trust that person? Because I've been on both sides of that equation. So it's like, hey, man, I've been dating a woman that a lot of her best friends were all guys, but that's who she knew in high school, junior high, I was like, we're best friends, you know, because she played a lot of sports, you know, whatever. I trusted her, but now at the same time, I was a little bit selfish and jealous, you know. So, but,
See, I feel like that's part of it, though. Like, if they like consistently hang out with someone of the opposite sex, like, well, where are you left? Like, you could trust all day long, right? But I feel like at some point you don't trust the guy, right?
yeah,
Is that fair?
no, you're
especially,
right. And
especially at this age. Like, I think at this age it doesn't make sense. But like when we're younger, for sure, I could see that.
I mean, when you're
Yeah.
married, I think it's a little irresponsible. I mean, you're just putting yourself in a position. But that's the problem with this question is it's so loaded. There has to be so many factors. Do I think there's a couple people who legit don't want to fuck each other that are opposite sex that are friends? Sure.
Probably.
I mean,
yeah.
or same sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
So, no, literally.
Would you
like,
care though? Like,
you know,
Seriously.
you're a good example of that, Jake, because your wife hangs out with a ton of chicks all the time. I mean, you know, you just gotta be cool with it. I don't know.
Hey, those chicks are some of my best friends
Yeah,
here.
they're great.
because
but see, like that's the thing too is they're friends with you
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
Like, I feel like couples friends or like mutual friends who like your wife has introduced via the same sex, like that's okay, that's different, right? Like they were friends before you were. You know, hanging out one-on-one's a little weird unless, you know, your wife is like the one recommending it or like help it, like, hey, I need you to watch them or hang out with them because they're down, or you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's situational in that point, but also I feel like it's just weird if your spouse or significant other hangs out with just another man, you know what I mean, like, or someone of the opposite sex just normally, regularly, without you especially, would be
Let's be honest.
a no-go. I feel like that's just asking for
If
trouble.
they're an attractive person in general, yeah, it's kind of a threat. Like, humans are humans. At the end of the day, people do shit, and that's not an excuse to like fuck around in your marriage. But at the same time, you know, how much do you trust, you know, your wife, your husband?
Yeah, I feel like it's not necessarily the matter of if you trust your spouse or significant other. It's probably a matter of do you trust the other person they're hanging out
that's what you
with,
need to.
right?
That's what like you would need to.
But
vet
that's beyond your
yourself.
control, though.
Yes.
It is, but
Right.
at some point, like, it's not a matter of, like, do you trust them in the same room with your significant other who you trust completely? It's like they could do something. I mean, they could drug them or do whatever, you know, for all you know. You don't know. Like, it's just...
So yeah, but then at the end of the day, yeah.
It's just weird. It's a I don't know. What if they were gay? Would that change your answer?
No, I'm just saying. Like I said,
Like,
Yeah,
if they...
I
if,
had this argument with
if
Allison.
your wife was hanging out with another man who was gay...
I don't know. Yep.
I'll say
Go on, Jacob.
that Allison went to the Dominican Republic with a group of friends, and one of them was gay, and she was like, "Does that bother you?" And I said, "No, because he is gay. That's fine, but I mean, that dude still has a penis." I mean, I'm just pointing it out, and she was like,
Yeah.
"Whatever." Like I'm like, "Yeah, I get it," but I mean, you know.
How far is someone willing to go to fake being gay? No.
Dude, the gayest guy on planet Earth has watched Euphoria and been like, wow, Sydney Sweeney's hot as shit.
It's just in our DNA, right? Like love is love, baby. At the end of the day, you love who you want to love, and no one judge me who I want to love. Some of our friend groups love goats, some of our other friend groups love other things, so it's like...
Excuse me. Yeah. There. Yeah. Yeah.
God, that was good.
No, man, it all comes back down to you and your significant other's relationship and trust. And it's like, at the end of the day, like I mean, we are fortunate enough to, grew up in the the social media age, right? You know, we're 90s babies. You know, it's like we've seen
Used to
we've
be,
seen-
hey.
Yeah. It's
That
like we've
you
seen
love
social
me,
media,
eh?
social media
The
grow.
letter A. No, I'm
It's
sorry.
like Ross, you're the only one with you're the only one with kids here, right? So like me and Jacob have no perspective on like Ross. Your kids are gonna grow up with every social media. Everyone lives their lives looking at phones, looking at this shit, you know. So it's like
Yeah.
we don't have that type of perspective. But at the end of the day, it's like how much do you trust your partner? And it's like, all right, I'm doing everything that I can, and if my partner does something at the end of the day, I did everything at the end of the day to love you and do what I
Yep.
do. I can't control what you do. You know, hopefully I'm at the mature age. Obviously, it depends on where your age is at because we're also maturing. You know, girls mature way faster than guys because girls run the world. They
Yeah.
do. No matter what you say.
They run our households,
but,
that's for
you know,
sure.
It's like they do, man.
I guess
We all-
I've been on the side of like being too trusting too, and
Yeah.
that like sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I'm coming from a negative place already, to where like I'm just uncomfortable with it. So, you know, those who have like trusted and been betrayed by that, that's probably something that's harder for someone like that to have, you know, any sort of comfort level with, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I kind of agree, kind of disagree because I used to be so jealous and so everything. And it's like now I can tell my wife to go hang out with 15 lesbians and 15 straight, sexy, handsome guys. Mr. Olympias, LeBron James of the world. It's like, and I trust you at the end of the day because at the end of the day, it's like I love you. You're the one that made those choices. At the end of the day, I can't feel sorry for myself if you decided to do something, But obviously, my wife would never do that. But if she did, it's like, hey, man, I did what I could.
Do you guys have
Control
a hall pass for
what
your
you
wife?
Control. And
Like who
spread
you
love
wouldn't be
positivity.
mad at if they
I want
had
to
sex with
believe
someone?
that, like, I could have a friend that was a straight
Ross
woman,
is frozen again, but yeah.
but is it worth the fight? No. I mean, because you have to put yourself out there at a certain point, but like, yeah, like, let's hang out. Like, why are you? I can't be like, hey, Alice, I'm gonna go like hang out with this chick that I haven't seen in years. That'd fuck her up.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I had to say
yeah.
everything. I tell her everything. That woman is my moral compass. So, like, I just say
That's
it
your
all.
best friend, man. That's your wife.
I would have to. I wish that, like, it was more normal. Oh, Ross is gone.
Yep.
Perfect.
But yeah, I agree. And it's like, it's like that. My wife Dev. I love you. I trust you to do anything at the end of the day. And if there's someone better than me out there, that's your choice. So, I mean, we signed a covenant in front of the big man himself. So, but I just do what I can to try and love her every day. I know I'm the biggest piece of shit ever, but she puts up with me every single day.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like most of the time, if you have that friend that's like of the opposite sex, it's usually a work thing. So I mean, I know that usually that's some of the problems lie there. Having like a work wife or a work husband or a work they. I don't know.
No, yeah, you're 100% correct. And it's like I said, I used to, cause I moved to Tulsa, I didn't know a single soul here, Like I used to live in Oklahoma City, moved to Tulsa. I'm like, yeah, man, let's do it. And all my good guy friends in Tulsa, they moved away. I was just become like my best friends here, like not like you guys, but they were getting there, because I get to see them multiple times a week. And now it's like some of my best friends, they are lesbians, and it's like they're my wife's best friends, but I trust them at the end of the day. I can, at the end of the day, we're still interested in the same thing, and that's, that poutine.
You're a foul man.
It's like, I just love it, man. I just love it. Just do what you can. So, simplify your answer, do what you can. Again, it depends on where you're at in your relationship. Obviously, we all mature. again, girls mature faster than guys because we're still maturing as we get older. But just do what you can and just love and forgive.
Is there someone on the hall pass for your wife that you wouldn't be mad if they hooked up with?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Does your wife talk about that?
Yeah. And Daniel James Bond. Or
Daniel Craig?
That's one. She likes old dudes. Or like older guys, I guess. Like those are usually like a manly like dude like that's like 45. That's her jam for some reason.
Yeah, that's a good age. Ross, what's yours?
Like, who I wouldn't be mad at?
Legitimately mad. Like Mackenzie comes home. Sorry, I just name drop like that, but like Mackenzie comes home and is like, "Wow." For whatever reason, I spent the night with Usher, and it was amazing. And you're like, Usher, baby, peace up, A-Town down.
I don't know. I guess I've never really thought about it, but like, it just came to mind. Like, is there anyone that you wouldn't be mad at? Like if
Wait,
it was
your
like
wife doesn't
someone
talk about this to
famous, right? Huh?
Does your wife talk about this to you?
No, I mean not really, but
Not really, but
Jake,
yeah.
did you talk about it?
I don't know. I don't know what she's into, but I'm sure if it was like someone famous, I'd be like, that's kind of cool, but like also,
I mean, we
Yeah,
we
my-
talk about everything, and so I just think it's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's fair if I have like chicks like hall pass celebrities that I was like, Allison, you should have some
Yeah.
too, just so we're clear. And yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
It would never happen.
no.
no, like it's fun to talk about.
Yeah, but like if Derek Jeter shows up at my door for some reason, is like, hey, I want to hang out with your wife. It's like,
Derek Jeter.
I guess, man. If that's her prerogative.
Derek Jeter. Yeah, no, I think, yo, Derek Jeter, shut up. Yeah, I think Derek Jeter, one of the greatest Yankees of all time.
Yeah,
Right.
well, he had some
yeah.
of the.
With Aaron Judge, what about Aaron Judge?
He's ugly.
Yeah, man, he's good. He's in the 10-day IL. He has 8 more days
Ugly.
left, 7 or 8 more days left. So we're
Ugliest
chilling.
dude in the Yankees.
It don't fucking matter, man.
Yeah, but
Hey,
Derek
the
Jeter
women,
had a whole list of bitches, bro.
and he was the captain of the Yankees.
You shot
Captain.
Derek Jeter.
You should have shot A-Rod. He's a biracial angel.
We will, as guys, we will never understand the brains of women, and as women, they will never understand the brains of guys.
No.
Like, we can do what you want, mold love, trans and stuff and everything like that. Obviously, it's like no, seriously, man, like, do what you want. At the end of the day, love is love, right? So it's like, but at the end of the day, men are men. We love physical touch. We love the sex stuff, type of stuff. Obviously, different ages grow up and everything like that. But it's like women would never understand guys, and guys would never understand women.
I wish I had it pulled up.
Guys are assholes. At the end of the day, girls run the world, just like Beyonce
Yeah, but that
said.
doesn't mean that
So-
men have to act like assholes. That's not a good excuse.
No, it's not.
I remember Pat Robertson one time being like,
Women will want you to do something without telling you what they want. They want you to
yes,
know.
That's very true. Well, before the...
You're supposed to know ahead of time.
Yeah, you're supposed to want to do it. You're supposed to want...
Well, and you're supposed to know what it
Yeah,
is,
we're gonna-
right? You're supposed to know what it is, and you're supposed to want to do
We're
it,
skirting on the line.
whatever that may be.
You know why that
Huh.
is?
Be-
Because it's all a mystery to us. But if you guys don't believe in a higher power, but when everyone thinks of a higher power, it's always a male, right? Because the male is always all-knowing, all-forgiving, all-powering. But in all nurturing, all caring is always Mother Earth, Mother Nature, right? So, mic drop.
Wow, that's riveting.
Bruh. Telling you, man.
God damn it! I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Hey, thank you for the call-ins. Thank
Yes.
you for the emails, call-ins.
Yes, thank you,
Appreciate
Mijo.
it.
People that do listen to this show, you know what? We fucking love you. Okay, we do this for the people that listen.
All 4 of you.
All 3 of you that listen. Thank you. We do appreciate.
You're gonna
it.
be on a future episode, I promise. you.
Hey, we got it. We
This is
got
the
it. We're writing down the
foundation.
names.
We're pouring the. Actually,
Yes.
we're not pouring concrete. We are stripping the fucking rebar together. We are digging out.
No, we're not even doing that. I think we're digging
The
out
basement?
Yeah, the footings right now. We're digging out the
Yeah,
footings.
we don't even have the fucking rebar set up. Shit. Actually, we probably haven't.
Supply chains behind.
We probably haven't even filed building plans.
We have to file the LLC with the Secretary of State first.
We just started digging, and we don't even know what the fuck we're doing. So, hell yeah. I guess ACDC.
Jacob, do we have any other topics?
I got a bunch, but I figured that we
Jacob's
were gonna...
jokes. Jacob's jokes.
No.
Jacob's jokes.
Stop
Jacob's
doing
jokes.
that.
Jacob's jokes.
Jacob's
Stop.
Jacob's jokes.
Jacob's
Hey,
jokes.
Jacob's jokes.
Oh, that was it.
Hey, check out this. Check out this whiskey shot I got earlier. It's the shape of a bullet. Nice.
Looks like a
That looks really
dildo.
big. I don't know. It's probably just because it's
Yeah, it's
close
6
to the
ounces.
camera, Jacob.
Yeah, it's all about
Anyways.
perspective.
It's all about perspective.
Jacob Hollywood Weber's Joe.
Hey, so I'm not.
Give us one, you piece of shit.
I'm not going to. Fuck.
Can you just give us a joke?
I can give
Like,
you
just
the
one
outline.
Johnny
Of,
Red,
I can
come
give you
on.
the outline of a skit that I want to film someday. But we
Yes.
might have to cut this out.
And a joke. Nope.
We
and
might
a
have
joke.
to cut it out. I'm serious. I don't know. So, I pictured. Stop playing shit, God damn it! Shut the fuck up. You're like, oh, Jacob, play your jokes, but then I have 2 co-hosts that are constantly playing fucking noises on the computer. One guy's jerking off, smoking a fucking pipe. Motherfuckers.
Go fuck yourself, Hollywood.
It's all right. We're not gonna talk about it. It's too lit.
Welcome to Dingo and the Baby.
Isn't it the douche? Isn't it? Or that's Parks and Rec, where it's like Crazy Isla and the douche.
Parks and Rec's great.
I need to rewatch
Yo,
it.
give us your plot, man. Come on.
So, fuck, I really can't talk about this.
Dude, come on.
I can. You'll.
Are you
show
saving it for
guys-
next
I'll
time?
show you guys why.
To be continued.
I'll tell you guys why. Like when we play Fortnite after this,
And you drop it in the.
or I'll tell you.
Hey.
All right. Maybe we'll save it for next time. But I want to
just-
stand up. I want to skit next
All right.
time.
Give us a joke right now.
I don't fucking here.
Can we end it with a joke? Can we find
Come
a
on,
joke?
man.
I don't
End it?
do.
You
Like,
got
I
it,
don't do
baby.
one-liners. It's not like. We're talking about setups that take
I don't really know what
minutes.
that means, but. We'll set us up. It's either right now or next episode. If you're gonna save it to next
All right,
episode.
let's just do fucking next episode because I don't have that in my itinerary
Hook,
for the fucking.
line.
Yeah, fuck you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fuck
we
you,
got
bruh.
it. Next episode, we got it. Jacob's jokes
Right.
segment.
No, that's how we'll
Are we
open
ready?
up the show. Is Jacob's jokes. We'll see if I
I
can.
love
I'll
it.
see if I
And
can
get
make
the
you
corner.
guys laugh.
Let's go. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Yo, we got it.
Autobots, roll out.